Welcome to the Oh My Gosh, You're Glowing podcast, a space where the root of bio-individual energetics is exposed and glowing from the inside out becomes inevitable. I'm your host, Lindsey Walker, former IT software developer turned multidimensional healer and founder of Soul Fam Wellness. This podcast is for healers, light workers, new earth leaders, and conscious women, aka awakened luminaries, who are lighting your own path forward, allergic to band-aid fixes, and respect the deep inner work. Every week, I bring you raw and honest conversations to activate your unique soul codes, supporting your grounded ascension. This is where multidimensional healing becomes a roadmap back to your soul. Because let's be real, living your entire life on a constant healing journey was never the goal anyways. All right, we are back with our weekly reading inside the Ascension Forest for all of you awakened luminaries. Before I dive into this, for those of you that are in the Ascension Forest, you saw my note above about this is obviously Thursday, and normally I do these on Wednesday. And I basically came in and shared that I was resisting this hardcore, just literally found everything else in the world to do besides doing this reading, including cleaning my house yesterday. And there's a couple of reasons why I want to share this piece and bring this up before we even get into the reading, because I feel like some of you all need to hear this and receive this message as well. So part of me doing this reading for you all every single week is, one, to create this commitment to myself, but also to create this commitment to you all and to build this relationship together. So there's multiple reasons why I've decided to do this. This is something that my soul told me to do and really to commit to, even though it has been challenging and uncomfortable. And I'll share why. So a few things. It's been challenging and uncomfortable because it's just a new thing. It's a new weekly commitment for me to do. And I haven't fully built the muscle yet to really feel strong in doing this and showing up every single week. So it's not that I don't trust my intuition. It's not that I don't trust that the messages are going to come through, but sometimes I still have those thoughts. I still have those thoughts of, well, is it the right message? And I always have to remind myself that the right people will hear this message, and the people who are meant to hear it will receive it. It will land in your field. So even if you are here and you're not in the Ascension Forest when you're listening to this, there's a reason that you're listening. And that's why you've noticed that I've started posting these to my podcast after they've been recorded here, because one, I'm reading the energy of the Ascension Forest. So it's going to be a much clearer message. It's going to resonate a lot deeper if you are in the Ascension Forest. However, if you are hearing this and you are outside of the Ascension Forest, it's because this was meant to make it to your ears. But also, this is a way for me to really connect to my work and connect to you all, and to keep the energy of my work moving and flowing. And the reason that this is so important is when I just stop doing this work, when I stop doing intuitive readings or healings or any kind of energy work, and I just resist everything, my body feels it. And this morning, like, my digestive system, my elimination, my detox has felt really, really great. I just got back from the gem show, and while I needed a little bit more sleep after I got back, digestive and detox wise, I was feeling really good. Everything was moving and flowing as needed. And this morning I woke up and that is not the case. And I felt irritable. I felt just like irritated, like everything I thought about, I was irritated about. Every person thing, like literally anything that came into my field just like gave me this frustrated, irritating feeling. And I was sitting with it, and I was doing a lot of just like, okay, clearing anyone else's energy, anyone else's stuff out of my field. But then I realized, with this resistance that came up yesterday and me just not doing this reading for you all yesterday when I said I was going to, it created this stuck energy in my body. It created this energy of sluggish stickiness in my body to the point where it is affecting my wellness and my well-being. So while I let the discomfort of coming in here and doing this stop me from doing it yesterday, my body is now like, oh, yep, you are now feeling this. So if sometimes you're wondering how these intuitive readings, and like I'm talking about your soul and I'm talking about you connecting to your heart, or connecting to 5D love energy, like that was last week, or we're talking about doing things in your life that aren't necessarily directly health related, or they may not seem like they're directly health related. The reason why my work is the way it is, and it's very energetic focused, but there's still a health piece, is because the way you move through the world and the choices that you make affect your body. If you decide to do something, it's either going to keep it flowing or start to back things up. And the more you avoid doing the things that your soul is telling you to do, the more it'll affect your body. So if you're taking all the supplements, you're working out, you're sauning, you're cold plunging, you're doing all of those physical things, that might not be the whole picture if you're not feeling great in your body and you're wondering why. Well, I have all of these things that I'm supposed to be doing. My soul has told me to do this laundry list of things, and I'm avoiding it because I'm uncomfortable and that's scary and I don't want to do it. Yeah, been there. Been there about 12 hours ago. It's happening right now. And yesterday I stopped the energy from moving through me. So not only is it impacting me, so I am the vessel that is meant to deliver these messages to you. And then there are people out there right now, those of you that are listening, that are meant to hear these messages. So I'm now doing you a disservice by not giving you the messages that your soul said, hey, we're going to use Lindsey as this vessel for you to hear. So remember that when you are maybe having a little bit of a moment where you're really scared, or you're really intimidated by something, or you're really resistant to something that feels uncomfortable, and you maybe haven't fully built the muscle yet. But part of pushing through the discomfort is actually allowing the energy to flow through your body so you don't become super stagnant, because your body will feel it. All right. So I want to just add that little level of awareness for where I'm coming in at, and hopefully that'll help some of you as well. Felt like it needed to be said. Okay, so as a reminder for you to use this reading, you can use it however you want. You could just sit here and tap into your heart, tap into your soul, tap into your body, and just allow yourself to receive and hear the messages you are meant to receive. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Or if you have a specific question on your heart that you really want to bring forward and filter this reading through that way, absolutely, you can do that as well. Your choice. All right. So first off, when I pulled the energy of the Ascension Force forward, you guys were all immediately blue. So this whole reading is very throat chakra focused. And then I was really called to test to see if this group, there's any part of you that is in left spin. So the throat chakra for some of you is in left spin. Now, if you heard a couple readings ago, left spin is basically this non-healing state. It's like the lights are off. When you're in right spin, this is a bioenergetic terminology. When you're in right spin, the lights are on. When you're in left spin, the lights are off. And it's basically like your cells, your energy field just doesn't have enough energy to move, to flow, to heal, because you always want to be in a healing state. You're always in a healing state, but sometimes you can get into what's called left spin, where the cells are literally spinning to the left and there is no real light or energy. So that is what I saw for the throat chakra for some of you. From a very practical standpoint, some of you need to add and eat some honey in your diet to get into right spin. So if honey has been something either on your mind or in your field, or this really just resonates for you, or that your throat's been feeling kind of, dry or wonky, add some add some honey to your tea or whatever else you're drinking. I actually just got some flower essences from Lotus Way. If you've never tried them, they're amazing, and their stuff has honey in them. So the honey has actually just kind of been in my field a lot, but that is going to help some of you get back into right spin in the throat. So if that resonates, please go ahead and follow through with that one. Okay, so the rest of this energy reading is all focused on the throat chakra. And when I tapped in even deeper, I saw a lot of static. And what I saw was, for some of you, you've been trying to figure out which radio station has the clear frequency, but it feels like you haven't found it yet. And what I saw was that you're like trying to chase these different stations, like the radio stations. You're trying to chase these different radio stations and like turning the dial over and over again to find the right one. And this isn't related to your throat. So that's speaking, sharing your voice, your expression in some form. And instead of chasing to find the right frequency, because, okay, we don't totally have radio stations a lot anymore. Some of you might. I honestly haven't turned a dial on a radio station in, I don't know, years, but I'm thinking we're all the age where we know what a radio station is. And you can like turn the dial and you get static, or, you click the button and there's static. All right. Anyways, at some point, people are going to be so much younger than me that I'm going to have to explain shit like this, but hopefully we're good right now. Anyways, it felt like you just like kept turning the dial or like pressing the button and like continuing to try and find the right radio station. And everything was super staticky. And you're like, where's the clear one? Like, I'm just trying to find the one. And what I got was you just need to become the tuning fork and create a clear signal with your voice. So instead of like tuning and trying to find the one, you just become the one. And you just become this really strong signal, like the tuning fork. You become the strong tuning fork signal. And then everyone else who's meant to resonate with you is just attracted to you. Like you pull them in. You're not trying to like find something. And this really felt like something with your voice. So some of you really need to do some clearing and cleansing breath work to release the static that isn't yours. And then some of you really need to connect to your heart first and then speak. So in whatever way you are speaking, whether that's on podcasts, on Instagram, to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers, whoever you're speaking to, whatever messages are wanting to come through, connect to your heart first and then speak. And then some of you need to eat more easily digestible foods like cooked veggies versus raw vegetables to support gut health, which will create a clear channel for your throat, because your throat's very connected to your gut health. And so if your gut is kind of not flowing optimally, it can not only physically but energetically start to back up into your throat. So if you are feeling like maybe your digestion is like a little bit off, things like cooked vegetables can actually be easier to digest. Raw can be pretty challenging on the digestive tract. And so that was what was coming through for some of you. So I'm going to leave it at that. That is all what really wanted to come through for you all. If you want a more personalized reading, as always, the multidimensional body readings are open for one-on-one bookings. If you have any questions about that, please reach out to me. And if you are looking, because I did mention for like a clearing and cleansing type of breath work, if you are looking for that, I also have breath work included in both the Grounded by the Light and Inner Fire immersion programs. Those both have some really incredible breathwork sessions, both in ceremony and ritual form. So if you have any questions, want to know more about either of those options, either of those programs or the readings, please reach out to me. I am sending you all so much love, and I cannot wait to connect with you again next week. Thank you so much for listening. I am incredibly grateful for your time and presence that you shared with me today. If you love this episode, be sure to follow and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And please share with a friend so we can continue to expand the light codes with our soul fam. If you're looking to transform your life from the inside out with multidimensional healing, see the show notes for more details on ways to work with me. See you next week for another episode of the Oh My Gosh, You're Glowing podcast.